welcome back to my channel. My name is Ruth Adewale, and if you're new here, I film on love, marriage, and how to make it work by God. All right, today, well, as if you've been following me, you know that I just relocated to Sweden not just about a month ago. Yeah, so basically giving life updates. So last week was 1 week, and I'd remember like for a long time. Like it was an amazing week. I would not even see. Okay, so the events of the week, right? Last week Wednesday, for the first time there was power outage since I came to Sweden. Like, oh my God. Like, hey God, dude, like NEPA people have started working in this place, so so I think I was on the bed when it happened, and boom, everywhere just went off. Like, what is going on? I didn't get it. So I went out because of course, like the light bulbs are usually like automatic, like when you're like in the corridor, like the light bulbs are usually automatic. So when someone comes in, it goes up. When someone like leaves the corridor, it goes off. So that's how the light bulbs are in Sweden. I think it's a general thing, not just where I live. So I went out and poof, the light bulb didn't come on. Then I knew that it was a general thing, and waited 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30, 1 hour. By an hour, 10 minutes, I think, they restored power. So that was my first experience of blackout in Sweden. Apparently, when it gets to winter time, they usually have those kind of issues when it comes to power outage. So it is what it is, right? Yeah, their own kind of power outage is not because it's a normal thing. It's I don't know, it's due to some seasonal stuff, or maybe when it gets to winter, a lot of people start using more electricity, because of course you have to heat up yourself in the house, right? You have to have a heater and all that stuff. So yeah, so basically that was what happened that day, and it was quite shocking. That's it, even though based on where I'm coming from, I'm used to it, but then I wasn't expecting it. Yeah, so that was quite a thing. So when it happened, I told my husband, I like, okay, let's just go out, because I've been even wanting to go out before. Let's not just stay indoors, because it was really dark and stuff like that. It's not like you have one rechargeable lamp somewhere that you're hoping to put on when that kind of thing happens, right? So that was what happened. So that was really a thing. So afterwards we went out. We're supposed to go to like the African store. If you've watched one of my shorts, I put up a short video about the African store that we went to and all that stuff. So we're supposed to go there on Wednesday. That's the day of the blackout. So we headed out. Unknown to us, the blackout wasn't just in our area, it affected other areas, and boom, that was how the trains were misbehaving that day. The train schedules changed. There was the particular place we were going to, we couldn't get a train there. Okay, I think we needed 2 stops. So we were supposed to go to a particular place, then from that place we go to another one and stuff like that. So when we got to one place, we couldn't get the train to the other place. Like, so like this as if the schedules were just jamming and everything. We're just waiting and waiting and waiting before someone came to announce that okay, we could take another train that it wasn't going to that particular place, but it was going to somewhere that could lead us to that place, right? So we got on the train, and I think it was when we got on the train. Yeah, we got on the train, and we came down from the train just because of the whole stuff, the whole thing that was going on about the train schedules just changing and jamming and everything. It was supposed to stop us at a particular place. It didn't stop. The train was just going. It now stopped at a bus stop after where we were supposed to stop, because we're not the only ones affected. A lot of people that were going to that same bus stop couldn't get down because the train was just going. And that was how we came down at the next bus stop. And we're just coming down. Like, of course, it's cold now. A lot of people were just wearing black jackets and everything. So a group of people were just passing and all that. I thought they were actually together. Before you knew it, because there were heavy police presence, like policemen were just everywhere. I don't know whether it was because of course, maybe the train issues and everything, or something else happened in that area, particular area. I don't just understand what happened that day. Before we knew it, the policeman grabbed this guy and they just pinned him to the ground and stuff like that. So I didn't just know what was happening. I was just dragging my husband, like, please, like, leave there, because they were all wearing like black jackets. I didn't know whether they were a group of people, so I didn't want them to like count him among the people because I didn't know what happened. It was later that my husband was explaining to me that the policeman's cap fell into the train track, and the guys that they were laughing at the policeman, like making jest of him or something, like they should like he should go and like jump inside to pick it up. And of course, it's against the law to go into the train track. So I don't know, maybe the other guy that they pinned down actually like said something more offensive than what the other people did, and that was what happened. Because I was just like, hey, I was just dragging my husband. I was like, do you get that kind of thing? So, because I was scared, like, hey, based on foreign land that we are and stuff like that, like the police action, I don't know what to call it, to be honest. Like, it is well, but that was what happened that day. Like, after that, we decided to just go home because we couldn't go anymore. The African store usually closes by, I think, 7 o'clock. So we couldn't go again. That time it was already getting late, so we had to just turn back home. And that was what happened that day. So that was on a Wednesday. Then on a Friday, I was cooking. I had already brought out chicken from the freezer because I knew I was going to use chicken to cook. I already brought it out from the freezer, and I needed to cook. And I thought that the number of pieces that I brought out wasn't going to be enough. I thought it wasn't going to be enough, right? I thought that the number of chicken pieces that I brought out wasn't going to be enough. Let me just add one more. So obviously the other one I was trying to add was still in the freezer. So that was how I added. I tried to use knife to like detach it. Yeah, that's the word. So I was trying to detach the chicken, and that was how. Poops! I was using knife. It didn't even occur to me that I could have put it in the microwave to just microwave it to get it unfrozen, right? It didn't occur to me. That was what happened, and I just sliced my hand. Boom. It first got to the thumb. The thumb was not so much, but it got to my index finger, and it just practically like cut it like this. Do you know when you see yourself bleeding? Do you know how it feels? Like, gosh. And it cut it deep. Like my flesh was showing. Like, oh my God. That they had to woman up. I had to cut the flesh, that's because it just cut it, so there was a flappy flesh like out. So I had to use scissors to cut that one out so that the wound could open bare, and that was what happened. Trying to stop the bleeding, it wasn't stopping. Like we had to like wrap it up because we didn't have like iodine or those kind of stuff. So my husband went to look for bandage and stuff, so we had to wrap it up and stuff like that, just to stop the bleeding. But as soon as I removed the bandage, I think in the evening, towards the evening, it started bleeding again. Like it didn't just stop. So I had to like make a call to one of our Nigerian friends, and she was like, okay, that I should like get methylated spirit. She showed me the bottle because of course it's not like the same thing that we use in Nigeria, right? She gave me a picture, and my husband went out to buy it. So he came back, he bought that. He bought also an antibacterial liquid and bandage, plaster, and that was how I was able to like clean up the wound. Oh God, I think I gave my husband drama that day. want spirit to be applied on their fresh wound. It was just crazy. It was painful. Then I think in the evening of it, oh my goodness, the pain was terrible. So I had to take paracetamol and stuff like that. And well, it's drying up now. And I noticed that because of course it's drying up, it's shrinking, trying to shrink. It pains me a lot and stuff like that. But because if I expose it, it starts getting dry, which is good for the healing process. But it pains me a lot because it's getting dry, so I have to like plaster it sometimes and stuff like that. But it's healing. Well, thank God for that. Yeah, I told you it was one heaven of a week.